Hey, this is the antisocial socialite back at it again. Shout out to all the wonderful new subscribers and returning friends. Welcome. If you are new to the channel, you have not yet subscribed. What are you waiting for, darling? Hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell. So when I get to running this mouth, baby, you are in the loop. You see the title, you know what time it is. This video has obviously been doing the rounds quite a lot on social media. We've had a number of women coming out and talking about the perils of dating. There's a video going around now with a woman really complaining about why it is that why men are not approaching women. And we're really in a messed up situation. So I'm going to play a quick video that everybody's pretty much seen by now, where you have a lady who said that after her and her partner finished, she believes that he should keep her in the lifestyle that he's got her accustomed to. So let's take a look at the video and then I'll come back with my commentary.
I had a guy get me a Benz before and put me in a loft space and, you know, set my whole life up differently than what it was normally. And I feel like if you brought me to like this level, and then we didn't work out, but we're still friends, you know, we didn't have beef and no one cheated. It was just didn't work out. But I wasn't going to move from my space because it didn't work out. I wasn't going to give him back my car because I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget, then what's the difference now? You know what I mean?
You were my girlfriend. I was fucking you.
Yeah, but I was fucking you. Just feel, yeah, but I personally feel like, no, I'm not moving.
But see, what he did was this, though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yeah.
You understand? So let me just go, though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your Benz. Now, I get it. You're a true boss if you do that, and that's the vibe we're getting. But Jazz,
no, it's just I'm not moving, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
If you want to stay upgraded, stay with me. If not, go see what's out there.
Oh, so then if that's the case, so you want me to stay with you for these items and use you basically?
Not for them. If you want to live like this, it comes with being with me.
Okay. So then you would prefer a woman to just stay with you for her items and her lifestyle. My lifestyle is now contingent. My current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment. Then what stops me from just staying with you for that?
Then Jazz, you want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we're not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, if I'm that rich, then okay. But realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
But that takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip the pedestal from me. Like, or I'm gonna feel a type of way and just as petty and ruin them things. I'm gonna ruin the car. I'm gonna trash the house.
Sponsor you until you move on.
Not until I move on, but give me, until I
more time.
Okay, so you guys heard what she had to say right there, and obviously I don't really have a lot to say on this situation. We had a video recently with Blue Therapy, allegedly a couple called Choma and Paul, and I'm going to reiterate the same sentiments that I put in that video. If you haven't seen it, please check it out, where basically you have women who are not wives wanting the benefits and the privileges of a wife. And the reason why this doesn't work out is for the obvious reason. You have no clearly defined dating standard. What you should be giving and getting as a wife is different from a committed partner or somebody who you're courting on the way to marriage, which is very different from somebody who you're having a casual relationship, situationship with. And one of the reasons why there's so much confusion in the dating market is because there are so many conflicting messages. You have women who want to get the benefits of being an official wife, but then they're not willing to do the things that a husband actually wants or needs. Now, this lady is like, obviously, she's a little bit like a sugar baby. And the reason why I say that is this. She actually was interviewed by Kevin Samuels after this story went viral, and everyone was kind of talking about it, saying basically, good luck, fellas out here, because this is what you're going to get. You're getting a lot of entitlement. You're getting women who are expecting a lot from men and not necessarily bringing anything to the table. And I did a video yesterday or so about Cynthia G and people talking about this idea of, you know, people not wanting to be married, which is not strictly true. And why are you in relationships with people that you couldn't see yourself marrying? The question is, I think the lady says something like she was with the man for years, she helped to build him up. I personally don't believe that that's true. I believe that he was already a very progressive and accomplished man, and she happened to kind of complement his life in some way. But I don't believe she built him or made him who he was. And I believe in the conversation that she had with Kevin Samuels, she tried to equate herself to a wife who actually was with a man going through the struggle and actually building him up. Now, what I want to say is this, and I said it before, at the end of the day, if you are not officially a legally binding wife, there is very little you have to the rights of his wealth and his gains. If you're going to stay with him and do all the duties of a wife, then unfortunately, if you don't secure that commitment and that safety net, there's nothing anybody can really say to you, because you should have known and dated intentionally to know where you wanted this relationship to go and what you actually wanted it to be. And why would you accept some gifts and to be put into a lifestyle with a man that you couldn't see yourself marrying? Because if this man didn't make it very clear to you that I want to be married and I want to be married to you, why would you accept such extravagant gifts knowing that you could not maintain the gifts? Especially because you know in the back of your mind, you may not want to be with this partner forever. Once you realize that this relationship was not going to last, you should have already started thinking about downgrading into an apartment that you can afford, getting rid of the vehicle. I mean, obviously, I believe it was Quavo, he sent the repo man to take back Sweetie's Bentley. I don't know if he was inspired by Quavo, but this brother realized, like, why am I going to keep on paying for you when, as the brother said in the video, the reason why I did those things is because you were with me. Like, I care about you. We're in a relationship and I want to see you comfortable. And this is another thing I've said before. For brothers who are generous, I understand that you derive a degree of pleasure from giving, but the problem with that attitude is the people who you're giving to become extremely entitled and expect it even once the relationship ends. Like, I could never personally imagine myself doing this, but then I don't need a man to buy me a house because I live somewhere. I wouldn't need a man to buy me a car or anything like this. And I personally don't believe in accepting or giving extravagant gifts. If you're going to give a gift, it's a gift. You know, when you give it, you don't intend to take it back. And there's levels to this. That's why a long time ago I did a video called dating stages in the Black community or something. I understand this lady is not Black, but it still applies. You cannot have a blurred line between your role and what you have going on with your partner. You should know that this relationship is casual, it's serious, or it's tending towards marriage. And even if you know you are going towards marriage, there's certain things you shouldn't embark on until you've crossed that line. Because once you start blurring the lines, for example, Kevin Samuels asked this lady whose name is on the documents, and it's kind of like, well, my name is on it, and I can qualify for certain rights, and I can do this. And it's like, it's so confusing because you've decided to take what you want from the man, but you know deep down you don't want a relationship with that man. And men who enable this kind of behavior, we kind of have to blame you, because at the end of the day, you knew that this relationship wasn't going anywhere, or maybe you weren't completely happy. And, you know, maybe you want to be able to show off to your boys that you can put a woman in a penthouse. You want to prove that you monitor these females. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make any financial sense to do that, knowing that you're not going to sustain this relationship forever. If you could see that you weren't going to, engage this woman and ask her to be your wife, or if you asked her to be your wife and she's like hesitant and things like that, it should have been very clear from the beginning that, you know, for example, everything should have been in your name. The apartment should have been in your name. The vehicle should have been in your name. Like, nothing should have had her name on it, because at the end of the day, you want to know that you still maintain control over your finances. And by putting things in her name, now she has some kind of leverage to demand. And really and truly, all this was a case of, you've upgraded me. He hasn't really upgraded the woman. You're still the same woman you were before. somebody else basically paid your way for you. You haven't necessarily acquired more skill. And we know this because at one point, Kevin Samuels actually asked her, your looks and, your youth and everything is what's actually catching these men. And a time is going to come where you won't be able to snag men who'll be able to afford you this kind of lifestyle. And the only thing she could say was, well, I'll be able to tell people I live this life for a period of time. And it's like, where is the forethought? Where is the thought of the future here? You literally are relying on your looks, and you really almost believe that you're going to be able to catch and snag men like this and live from basically a parasitic position for the rest of your days. But the sugar baby lifestyle is literally a complete waste of time. You are wasting the best years of your life being in relationships with men who are just buying you for sex. I understand she tried to say, well, do you want me to stay with a man because I want to keep these resources? But at the end of the day, a true relationship is a trade-off. A genuine relationship is a trade-off. And so, yes, the man is getting companionship. He's getting sexual access. He's getting all kinds of different things in exchange for provision and protecting and providing for you. Again, you have a blurred line. You don't know where you stand, and this relationship has no direction. It's just a classic case of people dating without intention. They don't know where they're going. They got into it for some superficial reasons, and now it's kind of come to an end. It's very confusing how to separate who should get what and what's going to happen. Obviously, this lady is probably not making anywhere near enough money to cover the things that she's become accustomed to. And that's why on her part, she made a mistake. But he made the biggest mistake by actually giving her these things in the first place, knowing that he wasn't going to maintain them if the relationship didn't work out. So at the end of the day, ladies, secure your commitment before you start living like husband and wife. Date with intention and know where your relationship is going. As they say, don't put your basket where you can't reach it, because you won't be able to get it back down once this thing ends. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Like, subscribe, share the video with somebody who needs to see it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.